Hello, Divine Feminine. I'm going to ask here, what's happening next and what advice there is. Oh, man. Well. There is a real question in the energy lately, it seems, about what are the intentions. It seems a little bit cloaked in mystery right now. I feel like the feminine's very centered in her own heart space, and often when we are that way is a time we end up getting triggered. There is a feeling here, just from what I'm seeing so far, that there may be an offer coming that, that's interesting. I don't know, what's coming through is like it doesn't really honor you. And it feels like the masculine is moving from a wounded place. Very guarded. I also think you're rather guarded. That moon energy, we can't seem to escape it right now. I see him in his pentacle energy, which is, it's like, I feel like the pentacle is guarding the cup for some reason. So there does seem to be an element of truth coming to the surface. Let's see if we can get the truth of what's behind it all. Wow. Again. So if you watched my reading yesterday, the Chariot played a big role. Wow. Look at all those pentacles and those. Oh, we have a sword, but the Four of Swords is a kind of a cuppy energy to me. Isn't that interesting? And look who's on the bottom. You're wounded too. Okay. Well, I really didn't expect this to be this big of a reading here. Let me take in this energy, because this is the energy, although it's not a bunch of major arcana. In fact, there's only 3. A new beginning, moving forward in a very strategic and controlled manner. Oh, there's the sun again. I don't know. It's kind of like this feeling of like, you're going through this portal. The 111 portal, I guess. I'm not really that into it, but feels like it's present here. And I feel like you both know you're going through it. Center of this reading is King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles reversed. You have the Knight and the Page. I've now seen that Storm Warning card twice. The Knight brings the Ace, and they're both in reverse. So he doesn't know what to do. He's got this offer on his mind, this offer of a new beginning. The thing is, in the past, he really messed up. Oh. King of Pentacles again. He really messed up with you. In fact, he messed it up so bad. We have 31 again here, which has been playing a major role in my readings. And the 1 and the 29, which is 11. So we have 111. We have 3 1 1 1 1. We also have 2 4s and a 9 and an ace. Okay, so he messed up with you because he didn't recognize that this was divinely guided. He maybe made an offer, death card, wow, and took it back or ghosted or went for someone else, changed his mind, whatever, ran away. And he did not recognize your uniqueness, your hand of God here. That you are this starseed, this light worker, this divine feminine. And he hasn't known how to fix things. I find it very interesting with this king that he has his hand in the sound healing bowl, which is sitting in the water, which is a cup, obviously, but one of the interesting things here is that I started by saying you're probably going to get triggered. I see that here again. So it starts with the 4 and it ends with the 4. And I feel like there's something he hasn't done the healing around. Let's see if we can figure out what it is. Isis hasn't come out in a while. Emerald, pureness, baddie. I think you feel him not being genuine. Just go for it, feeling insecure. Sun energy again. We have a lot of sun energy illuminating things here, and then it says deeper into shadow. We have a lot of sun energy. There's going to be an activation, some kind of you being in your goddess energy here. I feel like you went through a trigger and now he has to go through it, or you're going to go through it and then he's going to go through it. But I keep talking about, I don't even know why, it's so strange in my readings and like my private client readings lately. I've been like, I'm triggering myself. There's something about that here. There's something about you not wanting to kind of rest in the down wave to, it's like, I feel like you kind of have like, I don't know why they're saying sunk your teeth in. It's giving me shark vibes. You kind of sunk your teeth into this healing. The world on top of the world. He wants to talk to you. And there's a thing here. It's like you've come to this point of feeling like, you know, I feel like I want to say content with who you are, but it's like, I am who I am. I am who I am. And I think we all have to get to that level of security where we're like, I am who I am. I love who I love. This is me. And if you don't accept it, it's okay. That's such a healed place to be. It's such an amazing place to get to. And also, I just want you to know, we can feel like we're there, and then we act on that feeling, and it may uncover a little hidden stuff, and that's fine. That doesn't mean you're not there. It means you're like on your way there, right? So there are messages wanting to come through from him for some reason, and he's having a hard time saying them. His energy is very, very strong right now. And it's weird, like with you, I get this kind of unbothered energy, but it's also like, it's not like the bloom is off the rose, but it's like, yeah, you may be coming back, but I know you'll go again. And it's like a kind of boredom, I want to say is the right word, with this Panther. That's such a good card to come out right there. This is like my favorite card in this deck. It's exactly what I was just saying. Act as if you're trying to, and we have 1444. So the number of the twins. Elephant spirit and armadillo with the frog. Okay, so a lot of messages coming through. So set healthy boundaries. I talk about boundaries a lot. I don't want to get too off topic because now I'm forgetting what I was saying, but it's like, I feel like you're like, I don't want to, they're drawing my eye to my mural with the Eye of Horus on it. It's like, you're seeing just beyond the physical really well right now. And this is from you reclaiming your power from the external, and, or you will be, and embracing this shadow, 44, very powerful number, kind of exactly what I was talking about. Not only does it add up to an 8, which is, we're just going into this 8 year, but it's also like double stability. It's kind of like 4 legs on the ground, right? Nothing is moving that thing. Like, yeah, you can come, you can go, you can act as if, you can do whatever you want. You can throw a bunch of freaking gems at my head or what, you know what I'm saying, or in my pockets, and you can change colors and put on this dazzling show. But I have really learned from the past here, buddy. Like, I know who you are, I know who I am, I know what we are, and I know what this is. And it's like, there's a beautiful knowing there. There's a beautiful certainty. And when you know something, you believe it, right? There's not any more doubt. And I've been talking about that a lot too. There's a lot of you on the precipice between doubt and love. And I think that this is a reading of getting there. And it's a very, very important moment when you leave doubt behind. I truly believe in this journey, it's the most important moment. When you stop, I remember like, even this past year I had, in the beginning, I definitely had a few times where it was like, people must think this is crazy. Am I crazy? Is this crazy? Am I like making this up? Am I projecting? It did take working with a couple really knowledgeable mentors and understanding the emotional scale on a kind of a different level to really make me go, oh no, this is just what it is. Like, I don't need to make this more than it is. And I think that is what has been the biggest growth of the last year is I see people, especially on TikTok, really trying to make this relationship the center of their lives instead of making themselves the center of their lives. And I'm like not standing up on any soapbox. This is just what I've learned. It's like, I don't think you can be in union or be even on your true path if you put this relationship up on a pedestal. Like, it's not better than any other relationship. It's just very different. And it means you're learning a certain caliber of lessons, soul lessons, and that's it. And it's not better. It's just different. That's my opinion. Okay, I'm gonna get off that and go. Okay, so here's the messages. I think you're hot. So there definitely is this overriding physical component driving the masculine. That's what I think that is. It may be reciprocated. I miss being around you. I have a secret. You're scared the shit out of me. I don't trust me. Don't trust me. We have so much in common. So the two that are reversed here are I miss being around you and don't trust me. It may be that he acts like the separation or being away from you really hasn't affected him at all. I think you can trust him to the level that you trust yourself. And he's, I feel like, going to be acting like how he knows you want him to act. As I've said for a while, I don't think that he is necessarily coming back for commitment. And this card right here says the red flags you ignore now will come back later. So about you. So there's two cards right on top of each other, right on top of this Ace of Pentacles reversed, that are about confession and having a secret. And that secret card, there's been this secret, you know, he may, I think this is just for a few of you, he may have asked someone to marry him and they turned him down, or something like that. I don't know what it is yet. It probably will be a little bit different for each person. He has something he's wanted to tell you or talk to you about. I think it has something to do with an ending. Definitely he wants to get physical, but that's because he really can't fully connect emotionally. I want it to be different. It's all too much. I can't talk to you right now. Is it over? I wish I could understand you. Why do I feel so lost? SE with you. Don't put up with my BS. Okay. Part of this kind of screams like parent me in a way. Like not empowered behavior. Almost like a helpless energy of like, I'm going to see how much I can get away with. not that he really wants to act like that, but that's kind of all he knows. It's like, I want to see how far I can push you. I want to see, do you care for me? How much will you put up with? It's weird because I feel like you're very different, but I feel like you're very similar. And you just are appearing here to be non-bothered. The Nine of Pentacles reversed with the Four of Swords tells me that something in this transaction will bother you. And I mean, I say transaction because of the Emperor coming up here and it being a strategic thing. It's like, if you're waiting on him to show you change that you need to make in yourself, you'll be waiting forever. And that's why I say, like, you can literally look at what he's doing and be like, I'm just going to trigger myself instead of dealing with all of the nonsense that comes with it. But I see here, it's like you almost feel like this is coming, or you can almost feel, and there's a slight like resistance to it. It's like, do I really have to go through another beginning just to go through an ending? And what Spirit kind of wants to say here to you is, the more you embrace your intuition, the more that you embrace truth and look at it objectively, the more you it's like an embracing of passion and logic at the same time. And I feel like this is you really anchoring that masculine energy where we don't have to get completely emotional about everything. And he's kind of getting emotional about everything. And it's an interesting kind of mix match, right? Like, we know that we've been anchoring the opposite energy for a while. He kind of, I feel like in this feminine energy, doesn't know how to move with you or to you the way that he used to. And it may be because your vibration's so strong and dominant. You don't even have to be trying to do that. It does look like there is some like shame and self-worth about past actions. I don't know that they've been completely learned from, or won't be like recycled. I do see this Death card here, and they are bringing me back to that. They're just really giving a warning about, it's not your job to heal him. And this is what I was talking about. It's like, you don't have to go through a big cycle of chaos and conflict again if you don't want to. It can be, and that's a 33 card, it can be very... Oh, I love the Loyal Heart card. We also have 34, 35, and 33. I'm 44. Wow. That's crazy. We have 44, 33, 35, 34. So, and they fell out like that. You know, you can really stay in your integrity and you can really co-create. I love this card. I don't really know this deck as well as I should, but sometimes I use it. It's like, there's a part of you that wants to always have fairness, always have peace, always have equilibrium, and always be the one that makes things right. I see that. And in doing that, you avoid the logic, you avoid the chaos and conflict, you avoid using anything or using anyone or being strategic. And there is a lesson here about being really true to yourself and not giving others more than you give yourself. It's such a beautiful like energy, and it's so interesting that there's a lot of eggs in this deck, and you know, you see them, their backs to each other, but then turned around and facing one another, and then right at the top on the flags is a key. And the key for me is always Chiron, right? But it also shows up in that heart with a key card. It's like you aren't trusting each other, but you do want to deal with each other. And I haven't seen kind of that direct looking at each other in a while. Even here in these cards, I see most of the people with their eyes closed. Look at that. We've had two narcissist cards. Ugh, it's definitely you. Like, you're the only one that he wants, that will satisfy this situation. Mask, sunglasses, paradise separation. I don't feel like he's coming directly at you. I feel like it's kind of a side thing or like a notice me thing. I don't know what it is. There may be something like out of the blue that's like, or you may hear something from someone else. And that's not like coincidence. Either he's trying to get someone else to talk about him, or he's giving someone something to talk about, or he's doing something that people will talk about. There's some element of mixing it up here. So I do, though, think it somehow started in your energy. But this card, for some reason today, is bringing up like kind of a loyalty test. It's almost like is this over? Isn't it over? Should I move forward with this? Should I move away from this? There's some big questions here about what should I do with the fact that I'm unhappy without you? I need to have answers from you. I want to change. We've seen that card here several times. Like, I want this transformation, but I don't really know how. And you seem to really need each other in that respect. Like, you know, I am talking about you guys can trigger each other or you can trigger yourselves. But either way, I think you guys are going to have an interaction with each other. And I feel like you already know that's coming. And now they're pointing out that this card was on the top with the King of Cups underneath it. Let's get some advice. Inner child. Oh, I see. I see. I see. Well, that made it very clear. Yeah, you two are definitely coming together to learn how to trust, to learn how to let go of these inner child wounds and to communicate. I know this says Mother Earth on it, but I do think these are mother wounds, and that these are really big cards, and they're drawing my attention kind of to the colors, being the throat and the heart colors. And like I see like there's a clamp around the throat chakra. So let's do a healing offer. If you want it, say yes. If you don't, you don't need to do anything. And also just ask, you know, your higher self to be present, and we will. Spirit, can we remove this clamp around the throat across all time, space, and dimension? Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is done. If you want that healing, say yes. Thank you for everyone's higher self. If they allowed that to collectively happen, I want to make sure to like spend a few minutes and like just kind of see light going into your throat chakra, as I can feel that it wants to be freed. Drink some water and maybe do a little like humming today. If you walk or in the shower or whatever, ask any of these rose quartz, kyanite blue, aquamarine, or diopside to be present with you, to teach you any of the lessons that they need to teach you. If you want to work with any of those energies, then ask, or you can like place a crystal on your throat chakra or on your heart, or wherever you want to, just carry it with you. Or just ask the crystal. I did talk yesterday about Mother Mary's aquamarine mantle. This is obviously why. There's a card, and I'm going to get it and read it now, because I did look at this deck, and I was like, oh, that deck needs to be used pretty soon. It's kind of like a more advanced deck. Mother Mary's Aquamarine Mantle, card 52. The wondrous universal angel Mary radiates her high-frequency aquamarine light throughout the universes. She spreads compassion, empathy, kindness, healing, and love. Mother Mary suggests you open your heart to and offer everyone who touches your path these higher qualities. Then she will grace you by placing her aquamarine mantle in your aura. You are reminded that there is only love, so there is nothing to forgive. As you wear this mantle, you become a force for healing and light, and the angels will sing blessings over you. I kind of see it like a small cape made out of gemstone, aquamarine, but it may be something else. I don't know what a mantle is, but I like to see it like going over the throat. I wear Mother Mary's mantle of love, and it enfolds others into it. So I hope that is a thing for you that you will like. Why are my cards messed up? There we go. Okay. Let us get some. They're saying these kind of go together, so we'll get both. And then we'll get some messages. And just remember, you can always call these energies into your aura, your energy, your atmosphere, your house, or however you like to do it. You can. There's Divine Masculine. That's interesting. I love when Saint Germain comes out. Beautiful energy. Lord Ganesh is there, and then Radha, the soul flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. And it may be that you have a blueprint of romantic relationships never working out, or being very toxic, or you have some kind of predisposed prejudice against how they will go. Wow, that moon energy. Wow, we have a lot of it here. Okay. And we have the blue dragon from the Pleiades and the Christed dragon. So that doesn't, the blue card in this deck came out, and it doesn't really surprise me that that came out too. Okay. Okay. So Cernunnos, life force, express your divine passion. I did say something about passion, I think. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. Saint Germain, karma releasing. Move beyond drama. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Create your own path. Make room for good energy. The Holy Spirit, expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. We had that again. We had that on another card. Definitely on Mother Mary's card. Okay. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Then we have the blue dragon from the Pleiades. Prepares you to accept source healing. Accept a heart activation. Give and receive heart healing. The orange and gold dragon from Arcturus opens you to knowledge of the golden age. Carry the energy of the future and be a guiding light. So very much the energy of Pluto moving into Aquarius. Silver lunar dragon bathes you in divine feminine light. Come into balance and practice peace, harmony, and cooperation. Expand your causal chakra. Omega dragon. Harness the divine feminine power of creation, intention, hold your vision, birth a higher consciousness. And I love, she has like a galaxy in her stomach. So those are all very like nighttime cards. You may, in fact, have contact from your twin at night, or you may have dreams of this incoming contact. For those of you who's, sorry, getting the message. Masculine is in spirit. It's a very active time for you to have increased telepathy. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep in the ocean. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So 2 cards of heart, and then passion and twin flames. We'll read all 3 of these. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Twin flames, your passion ignites. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are your own reflection. So that is all I have for you today. I hope this message has helped you, and I really appreciate you liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you so much. Bye.